Hi guys, it's Sharon here from Mumsy Warrior, and the date is the 28th of November 2022. Today I'm going to talk about how I've changed. I've really changed over the years, thank goodness. I needed to, because I was very insecure when I was younger. The trouble is, when you're insecure, you follow the wrong people. They become your idols and you want to be like them. But sadly, you can pick some really, really sad, broken people that are not the people you need to use as role models. I chose Madonna. I really liked Cyndi Lauper as well when I was younger. I used to sort of dye my hair blonde and put little red tips on, and I really wanted to be beautiful like Madonna, which is crazy when I look back on it, really. Because I was very natural looking when I was 16 years old, and I was too young to date at 16, to be honest. But I dated somebody who was a foreign student, and he was going to our college, and one day he said to me, "Oh, I told my mum about you," and I got very excited. Oh, he must be quite serious about me to talk about me to his mum. And he said, "Yeah, I told my mum you're not pretty." I thought, oh, and that really, as a 16-year-old, I don't know what it was. It just really sort of like, I just thought, why are you with me? The funny thing is that the reason he was with me was because he needed a passport to stay in this country. So for 5 years, I mean, he dumped me on my birthday. That's a long story, on my 17th birthday. Where he should have been the hero because something bad had happened to me. He wasn't there for me, and he dumped me on my birthday. But then I was so besotted and in love with this guy that I just, every time he rang up, he might see me once a year or whatever, I used to jump. And for 5 years, I used to sort of like, oh gosh, because I had this dream that, in the beginning I dreamt that I was going to marry this amazing person, and, I'd be innocent when I marry them, and it'd be all lovely. But of course life isn't like that, is it? That was the little 16-year-old in me that wanted the perfect Cinderella dream. But anyway, going back to this story, yeah, he said to me after 5 years, he said to me, "Sharon, I want you to marry me. Then I want you to pretend that you've cheated on me with my best friend, and I want to get a divorce because I need a passport." And I looked at him. He gave me this ring, this sort of cheap ring, and I just thought, I got off the tube. I said no. I got off the tube and I flung that ring. I chucked it. I said, that's it. And for me to do that, I'm a very sort of like, I don't like letting go of things. I even keep old photographs, funny enough. But yeah, I found the strength to say, no, you're worth more than this. You deserve more than this. And thank goodness I did. Thank goodness I hadn't fallen into that love trap where I'd do anything for this guy, or near enough anything. I mean, of course there are boundaries, aren't there, that you do certain things you just wouldn't do. But thank goodness I hadn't gone down that trap. So anyway, going back to this. So Madonna was my idol. I really thought that she was beautiful. I thought she, that's how you get love. I thought that's how you get love, by becoming something you're not. And how wrong was I? I was so naive, and I made so many mistakes. So I basically raised my daughter not to be like me. I said, you cannot be like your mum. I'd made too many mistakes. I needed a mentor. I had mentors in my life, though. My poor mum, she was so broken, bless her, by bad people. But she gave me kindness. She taught me kindness. She taught me how to put people before myself, because she was always putting people before herself. And, also my grandparents, my nans, they were so fantastic. As I think that's where I get my role models from. They're from my grandparents, because my mum was so ill. I get kindness from my mum, but my mum was so ill that she couldn't give me the mentoring that my grandparents could. Whereas I saw them, they're married, long time married, always putting their family before themselves, like my mum. Lovely old-fashioned ladies that really valued family and children were always put first. So those values are the values that I've used in motherhood for my daughter. So I said, don't be like me, be like this, because this is better, this is what's going to keep you safe, this is what's going to make you happy in life. You know, never ever allow any guy to use you, and make sure that you, when you date people that love you, for your brain, for your intelligence, not for what you look like. And I'm proud to say that she's following these rules. I mean, at the end of the day, it's her life. She's, you know, I've said to her, at the end of the day, darling, it's your life, you do what you want to do. But I just want to make sure that I've tried to educate you to be safe and make sure that you get a happy life. So, yeah. I believe in happy endings, guys. I really do. And I feel sorry for Madonna. She's on the internet. She's around my age, maybe a little bit older. And she's dressing... She's not dressing like a mum. I feel sorry for her, because I feel that she's lost out on love. I think she's turning gay because she's given up on men. But she needs to be there for her children. She needs to stop this game she's playing, where, you know, she's trying to prove to herself that she's younger, she's with it. She's not, Madonna, you're not a feminist. A real feminist puts children first. That's what a feminist does, and makes sure that they grow up and they don't run into dangers, and that they are actually protected. Where are you, Madonna, when it comes to stopping student prostitution? You're nowhere to be seen because you're dressing like a prostitute. You know, this may be harsh. People may not like this video, but this is what we need to listen to. Our children are more important than us. We're meant to be their role models. I'm not perfect by any means. My gosh, I have to work on myself all the time to try and be better. But at least I've managed to get past the Madonna stage so that my daughter doesn't fall into the same trap. So, yeah, leave me comments below if you ever see this message, which I doubt you will. You probably won't see this message because the internet is full of porn. It's full of trash. Basically, porn is used as a weapon, a war weapon, to destroy children, women and family. And the day people wake up to this is the day that we get a better world. The day our children get to have a proper family life where they're loved and they're looked after and they're put first. And the day that we stop this student prostitution and prostitution brainwashing in our universities and in our colleges, you know, some colleges, and, you know, the schools are going that way with the sex education. You know, why aren't they teaching children how to love one another for who they are? Forget about all this sex education. Keep them safe. Tell them no. Just tell them no. You're not old enough to learn this. Wait till you're older. And don't do anything. Keep your clothes on because you're too young. Be a child. Make mud pies. Have fun. Be a child because you're young. And when you're young, you make mistakes. Make sure you don't make bad mistakes that you'll regret. So everybody can move forward, of course. You know, I believe that, you know, there's nothing you can do about mistakes in life. So you have to move on from them forgive yourself if you've made bad mistakes, move on. But if people have made bad mistakes against you, then, you know, you need to talk about it and find a way to solve these problems if you can, so nobody else suffers. Yeah, there's a lot that I'd like to talk about, but I'm running out of time, and, you know, this video probably won't get seen. I've got a stutter, as you can hear. That's from my really bad ITA English twaddle education I was given as a child. Yeah, it's a backward alien language that should not be in the school system. So because I had to relearn how to read, write and spell, I have a bit of a stutter. So making videos, I usually sort of cut out the stutter and start again, but I can't be bothered. This is who I am. I don't care. Like Ed Sheeran says, you know, just be proud of who you are. And I think, you know, kindness is the thing to promote. Kindness, you know. There's a lot of religion out there, and I believe in God, but I won't follow a religion because, and they won't like me for this, but I believe in kindness and I believe in solving problems. And unfortunately, there's a lot of religion out there that won't solve the problems that we're facing because it's not to do with their little group. They think as long as they keep their little group safe, it doesn't matter about the rest of the world. But it does matter, because if you're living in an area where, you know, they're promoting this prostitution and they're actually doing it in the streets near your children, that's going to affect you. So it does matter. So you can't sweep this under the carpet. We need to be a team player. So no matter what religion you're in, we all need to talk about this. We all need to be included, because all our children matter, not just your children that are in this religion. All our children matter. We need to care about all of them and help all of them. So that's all from me, Sharon, Mumsy Warrior. Take care, leave comments below, and hope to speak to you soon. Bye-bye.